First, we're going to talk basketball. There was 2 games yesterday and both highly interesting, and I think there's a lot to be talked about. The first game we need to talk about is the Bucks Heat, and the Heat are now up 3-0 on the Bucks, and we have to ask the question, what is going on with Giannis? This is the 3rd year in a row where he's not coming up and not meeting expectations for his playoffs. He's the Defensive Player of the Year, soon to be MVP, and are they going to get swept in the second round? Now, we have to ask ourselves, is this more of a Giannis problem or is this more a Milwaukee Bucks problem? And so this isn't the first time this has happened before where superstars, young early on, have to move teams or don't find success with the original team. LeBron James did that in Cleveland. He had to go to Miami. Kevin Durant had to leave OKC. And Jordan, he didn't leave, but he didn't start winning any playoff series until Scottie Pippen got here. But there's a big difference between Giannis and all those other guys. All those other guys in the playoffs elevated their game, played amazing, and then they just didn't have the team, they didn't have the GM, they didn't have the coach to win a championship, because winning a championship is not easy. On the other hand, Giannis, he comes up short. He's been fizzling out in the playoffs. He's been playing way less than what he did all throughout the regular season. And so, is it more Giannis's teammates? And so I'm going to break this down. Giannis has a very good team. Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, Eric Bledsoe, all very good pieces. Wesley Matthews, very good pieces, a lot of shooters, can space the floor. I feel like every time I turn on a Bucks game during the regular season, Giannis is just this dominant force out there. He just pops off the screen, and in the playoffs, he just looks like another guy. He just looks like a really big, athletic guy. And that's a problem, and I think he's trying to force a lot of things. He's not letting the game come to him. He'll take the ball, and you just see him just go tunnel vision to the hoop, put his shoulder down, and teams have been scheming for weeks ahead of this, and they plan between every game how to stop Giannis. And if Giannis doesn't slow himself down, get in nice pick and rolls, and play within himself, then he's going to continue to struggle. And so can Giannis get another superstar to help him out? Because it's starting to look like he needs one. It looks like Chris Middleton isn't enough. And that's going to be very hard because Giannis has gone on record and saying he doesn't want to leave Milwaukee. He wants to retire a Buck. But getting a superstar, Giannis isn't in New York. Giannis isn't in Boston or LA or San Francisco. No superstar really goes to Milwaukee or a team like the Pacers. That's a small market, very cold, not appealing, not great for their family. And so Giannis is going to have a really hard time. So is he going to have to admit that he needs more help and travel somewhere this offseason? Because the Bucks are able to offer him a max contract. And if he doesn't take it, then they know that Giannis probably isn't staying and they're going to trade him. So which teams could go for him? And that I think that's going to be another video, but right off the bat, the top of my head, I think teams like Miami, the Celtics, Toronto, and scary enough, Golden State have the best packages for Giannis. But it's not all Giannis either. We can't give Giannis all the blame. The Heat have been playing amazing, and more specifically, Jimmy Butler has joined this team and made a winning culture. Jimmy Butler in the fourth quarter outscored the Bucks by himself 17-13. That's not going to win you many games if you're the Bucks. And I love how the Heat have constructed their lineup, because now it's you see two superstars with a bunch of solid role players. And besides Golden State, where they had 3 or 4 all-stars, the new system in the NBA is 2 superstars, good role players. Well, the Heat don't really have that. I don't even know if Jimmy Butler is a superstar. He's definitely an all-star. He makes it every year. Bam's a young up-and-coming all-star. But this is why the Heat have all the winning intangibles. Jimmy Butler has every single winning intangible you'd want in a leader. He makes timely threes. He makes clutch buckets. He plays amazing defense. He's all hustle. He's great from the free throw line. And how this team is constructed with a lot of young, amazing talent, with veterans that are very, got it out the mud, tough, rugged. And let me give you some examples. So the young players, Bam Adebayo, an up-and-coming star. Tyler Hero, who's having an amazing rookie year, way better than I thought he'd have. Duncan Robinson, undrafted, shooting 45% from 3. And you pair that with savvy veterans like Jay Crowder, Andre Iguodala, Jimmy Butler, with a great coach and a great system and a great GM. The Heat have come together in their first year together and potentially can make the NBA Finals. So I'm not going to blame it all on Giannis. I'm honestly not sure what he's going to do. I don't know if his pride and ego are going to get in the way and he's going to try and stay and win with the team he has. But this is the third consecutive year where he's coming up short. And I feel like people are going to not start taking him seriously. And we have an NFL comparison later to what the Bucks are. We're going to get to that when I'm with Jake.